Okay, I'm Chris Walton, I'm a meditation teacher.
I'm Dan Conneely and I'm a meditation teacher.
So what happens when you close your eyes? That's the topic for today.
Meditation when you close your eyes.
Yes. What's coming up?
Can I say what doesn't happen?
Yeah, why not?
You close your eyes and experienced meditators, boom, silence, nothing, pitch black. It's probably the biggest misconception that we hear, I think. I think that's fair to say. What happens when you close your eyes? Meditation can be like a bit of a journey because, as we've said before, it's a really physical process. It's not purely a mental process. So for me, in meditation, I almost see it as it has like a beginning, a middle and an end, to keep it really simple.
Yeah.
And during those stages when you close your eyes, your body goes through a physical process, first of all of settling down and then maintaining, trying to stabilize. And then at the end you kind of come out of meditation, and during that process there's peaks and troughs and spikes of mental activity that means it's not a seamless experience. It's not this deep dive and you slowly get stiller and stiller and stiller and stiller and stiller, and you're just diving down towards this place of silent euphoria and psychedelic tranquility. And I think people think that's what it is, but it's a lot more varied than that. And it's about your relationship with your experiences, thoughts, feelings, sensations, and what do they feel like when you have your eyes closed. So it's a really interesting topic.
I love that. The main things I picked up that I really liked was it's a journey. It doesn't happen instantly. And it's about relationships with yourself in the present, or with peace, or calm moments. Very much enjoy. I get a lot of peace from the idea that it's dipping in, that it's a journey, and you'll dip in, you might come out, you might have thoughts. It just seems to take the pressure off for me that I might visit peace or more stillness several times in the meditation, but it can come and go.
Taking the pressure off.
Yeah.
Wonderful.
Yeah.
That's an attitude that people can cultivate before they sit down and close their eyes, that will enable them to have a more comfortable experience when they eventually do close their eyes. Taking the pressure off, having an attitude of how accepting am I of the experience that I'm going to have. If you can have an accepting attitude before you close your eyes, then whatever experience you may have in meditation in terms of thoughts, feelings, perceptions, sensations, you've already won. You've already won, because you've removed the potential for frustration before you've even begun. And removing the potential for frustration in meditation enables you to have a much better experience when you close your eyes, because there's less pressure, as you said, on achieving a particular goal or achieving a particular experience. And it's that attitude that people need to really think about, rather than just solely focusing on a technique.
So the more experienced meditator will have a different attitude. So like, what might be some words and phrases that we could use to describe that?
Sure, it might be the same attitude, but it might be more refined. A more refined attitude, a higher acceptance of what they may encounter and how they may deal with it in the present moment, as you said. Because in meditation, when you close your eyes, you will get thoughts. Thoughts in a lot of meditations, and there's different styles and techniques and methods, but in a lot of meditations, thoughts are very much part of the process. And having a relationship with thoughts, are we defined by them, or do we have the ability or the understanding or awareness to detach from them? That's really key. Our relationship with our thoughts and emotions, because trying to stop thoughts in meditation is almost like trying to stop your heart from beating. It requires so much effort and force and control and concentration and probably practice that you're taking away from your body's natural instinct to want to settle. So if you're wanting and trying to settle by removing thoughts, you're, contradicting that reason why you're sitting down to meditate in the first place. So thoughts will happen when you close your eyes. Emotions may surface when you close your eyes.
Yeah, so acceptance is a good one. And it's a leaning in that's a kind of curiosity, really, isn't it? That's what I've felt more as I've meditated more. Less demand to get somewhere, more curiosity of what's there. And that's about the present moment as well as what does my body and my nervous system feel like? What's my mood like? What are the flavours and depths of that mood? Like the nuances. So yeah, there's a leaning in. That's acceptance, leaning in, curiosity. And I like the idea that this is probably different from your day-to-day feeling. Like before the meditating, we might be problem solving, we might have a certain energy. But when we sit down with ourselves, it's a slightly different kind of energy. It's a being with without trying to change it.
And we're talking about perceived negative experiences, flavors of stress and anxiety and emotions that may surface. There's also positive emotions that happen in meditation as well. We can have really creative ideas. We can think about moments when we felt real joy. As we scale down through the lesser states of awareness in meditation, often the thoughts and emotions and feelings that we have become a little bit more abstract. Or we may have memories that just pop up out of nowhere from decades ago. Something that happened that you've not thought about for years and years, for no reason, will pop up. Your body's going through an internal process that's beyond your intellect, and you just got to let it happen. So when I close my eyes to meditate, the first few minutes will just be settling in. Just settling in, not really thinking I'm meditating, but just settling in, a few deep breaths, just allowing myself just to settle into this experience, settle into the moment, relaxing, thinking about, am I comfortable, just very gentle present moment awareness going on. And because I use a mantra technique, I'll just gently pick up the mantra, and then I'll start to pick up the mantra. And I think people think if you meditate with a silent mantra, then you just kind of repeat and repeat and repeat and repeat and repeat and repeat, and that's it. But there's a really subtle, nuanced technique, which is why teachers are so important, because you're going to get thoughts during that process, and you don't want to have this conflict between mantra and thoughts, and create almost a battle between the two. So it's about, how do I navigate meditation, knowing that both are equal parts of the process, and being completely easy with it, knowing that I'm going to get thoughts and emotions and feelings and perceptions all through the meditation. If it's 20 minutes, 30 minutes. If someone's quiet in meditation, an experienced meditator, a lot of people think they must be really peaceful. They must have nothing going on, or be really blissed out, potentially, but more than likely, to-do list, shopping list. I need to do this. This annoyed me. Wasn't that great? Oh, I could do this. Just constant, thoughts. It's totally part of the process. So that attitude is so key.
I agree. Like, I still have terrible meditations. I say terrible, none are bad, but like, I still have very busy mind. Discomfort in the body, emotions, that kind of thing. I struggle sometimes, but keep going. What you were saying there makes me think that about how important it is to have a teacher. It's like I feel like people take on that energy and they become their own mentor almost. So when you're sitting down with yourself and you have all those thoughts, it's almost as if that mentor's voice is coming through you, or that energy, and it's like, the thoughts are fine, carry on. Reassurance. They'll become your own, give yourself lots of reassurance. I think it is. You can easily go online and search for a written version of any meditation technique that you want.
even those that are, locked behind paywalls that you have to pay a teacher to do.
Yeah.
You can go and find it, or you can find videos, I guess, of people who kind of explain what there is to do. But getting the technique is one thing. Having a teacher to help you cultivate an attitude based on your own personal experiences that will change and evolve over the months when you start to learn to meditate. You can't get that from a blog post or from someone who says, I can give all the secrets to this technique. You shouldn't have to pay for it.
Yeah.
What you're paying for is someone's experience who knows how to work with someone and listen and coach you to cultivate an understanding, because cultivation is so key, because what you experience in eyes closed meditation, you are able to cultivate in an eyes open state as well. And it's about what good habits and attitudes am I cultivating as part of my meditation process, and then how can I cultivate those attitudes and behaviors and reactions and ways of thinking and being in my eyes open state to improve the way that I operate throughout the day. And it's that bringing out of what you experience in eyes closed state that a teacher can really help you with, and that can't be underestimated.
I totally agree, and it's just making me think, when you ask a question about your meditation practice to your teacher, just the asking part will form it. It will change. Something will change in how you perceive that by putting into words. And then the teacher saying, it sounds like you're saying this. Are you saying this? You might be like, oh yeah, I'm saying that. I am judging myself. Or the teacher might get it wrong, and then you have to say it again, and then you get to the nuance of how you feel or what you experienced, and some magic happens then that you can't do on your own. I don't think.
Yeah, and the more you meditate and the more you ask questions of your teacher, the more you understand that no two meditations are the same. So therefore, you can't really judge them. You can't have an attitude of comparing meditations, and then you begin to start to accept meditations for what they are, and it's just an experience in the present moment. And that's really key for people to get confirmation that it's okay. Like you, some of my meditations can be really frustrating, and I've been meditating for years. If there's things going on, or if I'm busy, or if I'm rushed, or if I've not taken the time to settle properly, then I can have bumpy meditations. Does it mean they're no good? No, not at all. They're great. They're great. And that's an attitude that people need to hear when they start meditating, is that even if I think a meditation is frustrating, it can still be of high value. And again, pressure takes that pressure off. Takes that pressure off. We're not fighting in eyes closed states. If you have an experience in eyes closed meditation where you're feeling frustration, or you're fighting something, or you're trying to engineer something, then you need to cycle back to the coaching that you have, or ask questions based on that experience and say, I'm experiencing this in meditation, and then get some coaching around. That's okay. That is absolutely okay. So it's not all, peace and love and roses and psychedelia. There can be nice experiences, shapes, colours, journeys. If you're a visual thinker, you'll have really colourful, visuals at times, or there'll be a depth to what you experience behind, the eyelids. All perfectly valid. And there might be nothing, or there might be lots of thoughts. It doesn't necessarily impact or mean that it's a bad experience for you.
Totally.
And it's a really nice, attitude to understand going into a new practice, because it'll help you stick at it if you think, I'm no good at this. My eyes open experience, or my eyes closed experience, it's not what I thought it would be. So therefore I'm doing it wrong, and I'm frustrated. So meditation is not for me. I'm just going to put it down. Don't put it down.
Don't put it down.
Because you're probably doing it absolutely correctly.
Yeah.